What's up, everybody? So this is the seadoo I picked up for $200. I already started taking the stuff apart, took the little hatch out, started giving it a good look over. It was full of water when I bought it. It's pretty nasty right now. The guy that had it before looked like he was working on it and did some carb work, but didn't really put it back together. So far, I could tell it's already missing, you know, the little throttle cable piece right in here, and obviously it has no battery, but everything seems to be there, and I know these two strokes run pretty well. So, kind of the overview of the ski. The foam and the sides all chewed up, and looks like maybe a mouse was living in here. There's some stuff that's disconnected in here that I don't really know where stuff goes. I got this oil line here. I don't really quite know where all the stuff goes. It actually looks like it's been in an accident. Chewed up in the front there. But I mean, for $200, you know, you can't go wrong, right? Came with a trailer. So I take the carb off and clean it just to make sure. But this is the start of the build. I checked the impeller. The impeller looks alright. It's missing shit like this. This is come off. I have it, but I just, you know, missing the hardware to hold it back together. I got all the air cleaner box and the spark arrestor. You know, I have all that stuff. I just got to put it back together. I'm actually in the works of converting it to Premix. I don't see any videos on YouTube on how to do that, but right inside here, this, depending if you have dual carb or single carb, mine only has single carb, but in this case, it's basically the same. You basically want to remove all the oil lines that run to this housing right here, which is where the oil injection pump is, right down here on the bottom. You take this off. Take the carburetor off first, obviously. And what you want to do is, so here's the oil injection pump. Here's where it hooks onto the throttle. And the carburetor, here's the carburetor right here. Basically what you do is you take this housing off. You want to be very careful because there's this little gear right in here. There's this thing. This is the rotary valve. If you take this off, you got to retime it. I know that from experience because I just did it. You can take this rotary valve cover off without taking the plate off with it. But unfortunately I did that, so that's why I had to buy me this guy to set the timing. And I'm going through the engine anyway, so I might as well set the timing anyways. But you don't need to buy what I bought, which is the oil block-off kit, the Premix oil block-off kit. You can use the stock pump, but what you do is inside here, you take these little Allen heads out, and inside there is this gear. You take the nut off, which I got right here on this shaft. You take the nut off, and you can still use this. But in this case, I'm actually going to take this off. and put the oil block off kit on. Also, to run the premix kit, this oil line right here, you need to keep that along with the other oil line that runs through the back over this way to the back side of the engine. You need to keep those two in place. Either you get rid of the oil tank, which is tucked up in there. Either you get rid of the oil tank and then you just cap those two together, or you can leave the oil tank in there. This line right here, the one that feeds the oil injection pump, will get plugged. And that's pretty much all it is to it. So I'm actually going to set the timing here. We got our good shop dog here. Hey, buddy. He's a good dog.